All right, we're in here. This is No Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world. I think I'm going to try that tagline out. You like that?
The coolest podcast in the world.
Was that good? I'm stealing that from Esco, but relating it to podcasts. I was trying to do the most dangerous podcast in the world, but then I saw that some fucking hood dude from Brooklyn already took that.
For what was it?
This dude Tax Stone, who's like he does a podcast out of Brooklyn, and actually I just watched him interview Joe Budden, and he fucking trips out on him. Like he keeps trying to like get him to admit to shit, and he ends up calling him a retarded ass N-word like 1,000 times, which is really like a strange thing. Like imagine if I just kept calling you a retard on the podcast where I'm interviewing you. It was intense, dude.
Boys that got a shooting out there, John, or something like that.
It's crazy though. Like this dude Tax Stone though, he's way too hood to have a podcast, which is kind of what makes it like entertaining. It's just way
that shit's on raw as hell.
Crazy Brooklyn shit. But look what we got here today. Motherfucking Black Kray, Goth Money Records.
Yeah, it was good.
Can't believe it. And I got my homie Ned Arb over here.
Yeah, Ned Arb in this bitch. My bro 100 mil Goth Money.
You already know your boy 100 mil in his joint
rocking
right
with
now.
on some shit right now, you feel me?
Hey.
But, you know.
That's what's up.
Young 22.
But so what I want to know is what's a Goth Money Halloween like? Or more specifically, do you have a Halloween costume in mind for this year?
Shit, Goth Money Halloween is like, man, I don't even know. It is what you make it down there for real.
Right.
And costumes, we got a couple costumes on deck, you know. We got the Black Kray costume, the 100 costume, the Marcy Man costume, you know, coming to stores real soon.
Yeah. What you remember like your favorite Halloween costume you ever wore in your whole life when you were a child and everything?
I don't remember the best, my favorite one, but I do remember like the most scariest one that I had. Most scariest one.
What was that?
It was a Batman. My mama had brought me a Batman costume one time, and like I put that shit on, and like I put it on the wrong way, and then I couldn't breathe. I got scared as shit, and like ever since that day, like I ain't wear a costume since that one time.
Really? Damn, that's
I was
too bad.
scared of costumes after that.
Yeah. How do you feel about being out here for in LA for Halloween? Is it a little bit spookier out here?
This is my first time like being out here on Halloween. This shit, I don't even like going out on Halloween sometimes because like too many people be on fuck shit. You know?
Yeah, it's a good night to get robbed or beat up or jumped or something, right?
Exactly.
Not for us specifically, but for other people.
Yeah, exactly.
And plus, like shit,
people always get robbed on Halloween.
Boys, this the first time boys been out here on Halloween, and it's the whole gang. Like the whole gang is out here. We got like Luckily and Karma. You know what I'm saying? Marcy, man, everybody.
It's a big ass show going down Saturday for those who don't know. It's a Necro, Goth Money, and then Lil Ugly Man, who we were just talking about.
Yeah, and Lil Ugly Man don't even be coming out like that. So you know you better come out for real. And
he's like the mysterious white legend from. But I didn't realize that he's from like where you guys are from,
right?
Out in Virginia.
Supposedly from Richmond.
Supposedly.
But and you said you seen him at his job one time.
Yeah, I think I did. Somebody was like, "Yo, I think that is him," because we went to school together, and I was like, I guess so, because I never seen him before that, but
right,
yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, so let's talk about where you guys are from. What's the official city name, even though you've renamed it Flexico?
Yeah, or Flexico.
Flexico's the whole area.
Yeah, Flexico is the whole area. Flexico was made up by Marcy Man, you feel me? But me, I'm from a little town. Like 15 minutes north of the capital, which is Richmond, called Ashland, aka the Dirt Road. You feel me?
Yeah.
From Wesley Street. You feel me?
So a lot of people want to know: do you literally live on a dirt road?
Nah, it ain't.
Okay.
It ain't literally a dirt road, but it's you feel me? It's like the country. You feel me?
Yeah. It has that effect. Whenever I'm like in a
there's dirt roads around there. You know,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Whenever I'm watching like a video and they're filming in the projects down south or whatever, and it is a dirt road, I always think about the fact that you're always referencing that.
Yeah, it's just a dirty ass road, you know.
And what's the whole neighborhood that you grew up in like? What was the vibe like out there?
Just like, you know, just like everywhere else. I feel like, you know, just like. How can I explain it? I want to be stereotypical and say, you know, hood or this and that. You feel me? But it's like
Was it a bad area, a rough area? There's a lot of crazy shit
both,
going on.
You feel me? Good and bad. You know. Yeah. It's both, you feel me? It's like one side, you know, like, you feel me? Like the bad side, then the other side, the good side, you know?
Yeah.
So, would you be kicking it outside a lot as a kid, or would you just like stay in?
No, I was outside the whole, you feel me? I always be outside with my cousins and shit, you feel me?
Right, just running around. Were you always like a weird kid in high school? Because you got a very unique sense of style, and your music is really from another fucking planet. Which we got to talk about the music a lot. But were you always? Did you always identify as maybe being like a different type of kid, even when you were young?
Yeah. I was. I think like the first thing that I found out that I want the same was when like I couldn't dress. I mean, I couldn't match.
Couldn't match.
Yeah.
Even if you tried, or you just like not matching.
No, I just could not match. My mama like she always be like, you can't match. Like, why you put that on?
Right.
I'm like, I don't know. Like, yeah.
That's interesting because especially in the black community, there's a lot of pressure put on kids to look good and the clothes and school and shit like that. Yeah,
exactly.
And I mean, I guess that's like high school in general. It's just very like there's a lot of focus on that. But what do you attribute that kind of thing to? You think you just have like a different type of mentality?
I don't know. I don't even know. I think it's just in my blood for real.
Right.
Because like my mama, she got sisters and brothers, and I asked her, and she was like, she like the weird one of her out of all her siblings. So I guess just passed down.
Are your parents interesting people as well?
Yeah.
They're unique.
Yeah.
They influence you at all in terms of music or anything?
My dad is the reason why I feel like that I'm this influenced in music. Because when I was little, like from literally like a little baby, like he would play everything, like all explicit, every single like raw thing.
So you always were around rap music in the house
always,
as a kid?
Forever, yeah.
Was he listening to other stuff too, R&B or anything else, or was he a hip hop head?
More so hip hop, but a little bit of R&B, Right. He was listening more so to a lot of West Coast music.
Right.
So yeah.
Did you so take us back in time to like rapping on the bus and how you first got into making music at all in the first place?
Shit all started when I probably like 6th grade. Me and my two cousins went to the same school, and like we would just be on the buses, just acting dumb, just rapping about a whole bunch of dumb shit. And that's how I started, for real.
Yeah, so like, do you remember the first time you made an actual song?
Yeah, it's probably like 2000. I was like in 8th grade, some shit. I made that shit. Then I let him hear that junk.
Yeah.
So you guys were super tight from the early days?
Yeah.
Okay.
He like, out the whole group, he like the first one, you feel me?
Oh, okay.
Because we used to like, you know what I'm saying, as a young age, at a young age, we were like, man, shit, I knew this nigga. I like to rap myself. I started rapping when I was just like in 4th grade.
Right.
Because I was a good poet or whatnot. And this man, he was a skateboarder, and I was like, man, I'm a skateboarder. Like, I met him in 8th grade. He came to my school. And then he was like, shit, you want to make skate videos? And I was like, yeah, bro, we can do that. I don't know how to skate like talking about. And then he came out one day and he had a Guitar Hero microphone. And I was like, bro, we can make a little rap song and put that shit out. We gonna blow up like that day. And then from there on, we kept on making more songs. More people started to be like, yo, yeah, what are y'all doing? Y'all making these little fake songs. And then we came out with like 3 songs on a mixtape, then 5 songs. And then more people got on it. And then like we became this group called Terrorist Posse. And it consisted of like 8 people, and then from there on, it kept going up, and everybody kept going up, and then more people were like, well, I don't have time for this, and we got older, got out of high school, I had a kid and shit like that, so this man, he took off to LA, and he was just like, man, bruh, I'm about to make a real group.
Right.
Do you want to be a part of it, man? Like, I'm gonna become the head of this group, I'm gonna let you become second head of this group. We gonna just like keep on booming and shit. And I was just like, bro, we can do this. There's no problem. We do what we want to do at the same time. This is what we want to do, and we gonna do what people like. So,
yeah. Do you remember the first time that you realized that Homeboy was very talented? It was different than like other people who might be messing around making music at a young age?
Yeah. When we came up, this man, you know the song that was like. What is it? The Racks on Racks.
Yeah.
Boy,
Future and whose song was it? Yeah.
Boys made it.
Future wrote it.
Why song?
Yeah.
But this man came up with a joke that was like, I got vans on vans, vans on vans, and I was just like, yo, why'd you make this song? This is a very stunning song. I don't know why you didn't write it first. I mean, of course, people know why he didn't write it first, but I was just like, yo. If you can think of some cool shit like that to switch it up like that, man, we can go as far as possible.
Hell yeah.
Because we had hits from, like, high school, like real good songs. We just don't have.
Were you
those
guys
songs.
popping in high school? Like, had the local assemblies listen to you guys or everything?
Nah, man, we was like mad low key. Like, I don't even think people in high school even know they knew we made music, but they won't even like listening. You feel me?
Right. Because
Yeah.
they always say it's tough with like your neighborhood or your hood. That even if
Yeah.
you're like popping on the internet, like you guys, then a lot of times the people in your neighborhood or whatever, they might not understand it. Does that feel like that's the case?
Yeah, a big majority. Yeah.
Do you feel like
On top.
people in your hood though? Do they understand or do they respect what you're doing? Or they realize that you're going out to LA and rocking 800 people or whatever?
Yeah,
Nah.
I think they do now.
Yeah.
Now, but I feel like
What's the
back
scene
in the
like out
day,
there?
skating.
No, just like
the scene in
music
general,
The
yeah.
music scene, man, like that shit, it's slow out there. It's just starting to come up, like, you know. But always feel like that Richmond is like the next like Baton Rouge, like, you feel me?
Right, because Richmond
Whole
does
bunch
have
of-
a very rich music scene from going through there on tour when I was
Yeah,
younger and stuff like
word,
that, you know?
yeah.
Actually, I think the first porn star I ever fucked in my whole life might have been in Richmond when I was like 19.
Damn, that's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, rare, yeah.
It was bad. I'll tell you the whole story later. It was
Hell
pretty-
yeah, I'm looking for it.
But was there anybody popping
Um,
on that level, like locally? Did you have any other
like,
rappers you were able to look up to?
Well, I ain't look up to no rappers from Richmond, but like what it is, you know, some rappers out there. But one of them who was making noise is Red Rum. Shout out Red Rum, you feel me, from the city.
Uh-huh.
I think he was doing some shit with DJ Khaled, if I ain't mistaken. And
Oh, that's what's up.
that's that's one of them.
Yeah. Were you,
But
when-
the music scene kind of slow out there though.
right. When people talk about the DMV, they always talk about, well, first off, the Clips. Were they an influence on you?
All right, well, hold. All right, well, two things. All right, the most people they don't know, but like DMV, like the DMV is only considered the southern part of Maryland.
Oh, okay. It's
DC.
not all three states.
Yeah, nah,
All
yeah,
right.
it's the southern part of Maryland, like PG County and shit.
Okay.
DC, and then like the northern part of Virginia, like basically like where the metro run through.
Right,
But
okay.
like everything else ain't considered DMV.
You
feel
see,
me?
Ned, I
Yeah.
got schooled on my terminology real quick there. Yeah.
Yeah, and most people don't know that.
I'm running around
I
here
just had
looking
it.
like a total white boy.
Nah, you straight,
It was
bro.
a step in the right direction. Were they an influence
But
on you
yeah,
though? Because
but the
I grew up
Clips-
loving the Clips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fuck with the Clips hard. They were a little inspiration. Yeah, I fuck with them.
Everybody always wants
I
to talk
look up
about
to them.
Wale too. Is that any kind of influence?
Nah, he ain't no influence, but shout out to Wale.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Hey,
so
niggas gonna be
insincere.
on my head for saying
He a
that
good
shit.
I used to fool with Wale. He a good artist. It's just not our style. We're not
Right.
at that level yet.
But back in the day, did you fucked with his mixtapes a little bit? Because before he was all MMG'd out, I would listen to him a little bit.
No,
but
I
he
would
was
too,
just
yeah.
an underground
I feel-
rapper at the
yeah,
time.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like yeah.
I was fucking with him back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I tried listening to him more recently. He's got a weird vibe about him.
For
you know?
real?
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's what everybody. I don't know.
He's on
But
some
I think
different
that's what
shit,
everybody
yeah.
say.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of fans, so fuck it. You grew up skateboarding. You still love skateboarding?
Yeah. I still skateboard to this day. I started skateboarding probably when I was like 12.
Uh huh.
From my cousins, being around my cousins.
And what you got any tricks that we should know about? Like important moves that you put down? What's the best trick you seen him do?
I just be doing. I fuck with a whole bunch of hill
Yeah.
hill tricks. I be doing. My favorite joint is my backside hills, either fakey front hills.
You think you get love from the fans because of the fact that you actually know how to skate?
I feel like that I get more of their love.
Yeah.
You know the fact that I do.
How did you go about getting your music out to the people at first when you first kind of started to try to get your shit out there? Was it SoundCloud that started
Shit.
bubbling up?
Nah, I was actually fucking with YouTube a lot.
Right.
Posting hella picture song videos on there, and then I moved to SoundCloud, and then like
But
yeah.
do you feel like was it there a certain thing that happened that sort of made you realize like that your fan base was starting to grow? Was there anybody that you connected with and worked with, or was there any song in particular?
The shit, yeah, you feel me? Like Space Ghost Perk, shout out Perk. Chris Travis, shout out Chris, and Elta Wolf, Xavier Wolf, you feel me?
Yeah,
Shout out Xavier, you feel me? Like them three dudes, you feel me?
they all like just
they,
randomly
know,
heard you and
they helped out, you feel me?
right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's
But
up.
yeah.
You worked with Xavier on that Tamagotchi song. How did that come out? That was pretty early on for you, right?
Yeah, it was kind of early on, probably like a year and a half ago. He was just hit me up and was like, "Yo, like, we gotta do a track. I'm about to see 2 beats and choose from them Jones," and that was it.
Right.
Yeah.
You grew up on Pokemon?
Yeah, I did, yo. I dashed to be hard. My favorite joint was a gold edition, gold and red.
See, that was a little that was after my time. I don't really know everything about Pokemon. I played Magic the Gathering when I was in elementary school, which was like that was the version before Pokemon, kind of. Yeah,
that's hard.
Sort of, but it was all like elves and.
Way nerdier.
Way nerdier, yeah. Pokemon's way cooler in retrospect, I think.
Because kids were still playing Magic while Pokemon was going on.
Yeah. When did you first hear Kray?
I first heard Kray a couple years ago. I heard the Goth Love tape.
Right.
It was probably like, it was that Krayshawn song. That one that's like a minute and 40 seconds. Like,
that's crazy.
He was the first person who ever started rapping over my beats. These two. Like,
yeah. How'd you get a beat to him?
I just was emailing them beats. Like, I just emailed these fools hella beats like a year and a half ago, and then they were the first people like to, like, Why My Soldier's Cry was like my first like placement kind of.
Right.
But yeah, it was a minute ago, and then I tried interviewing him for this fucking. I used to run like this music blog.
Right.
Called
Did
Very
you? What was
Bonus.
that called?
It was called Very Bonus.
Okay.
And I interviewed him. I was like, "How old are you?" He was like, "I'm 15. I'm 16."
You were 15 at the time?
No, he was.
No, he fooled you.
He was a troll.
I'm 13 now.
He gets younger.
At least he didn't say 300. You see that Chief Keef interview?
Right.
How old are you? 300.
Exactly.
That shit was hella funny though. But yeah, that was my introduction to them. I just randomly stumbled on them online. I thought it was fire.
And so, who joined the Goth Money crew after your man here? How did Marcy get involved, or who was the next person that really started to fuck with you guys musically?
Well, probably in the group, probably like Kane and Marcy. You feel me? I knew Kane before. I knew Marcy before I met Kane. So I met him, then I met Marcy, then I met Kane and Luckily. But I also met Karma, you feel me, like along with him around the same time. But Kane or Marcy and Kane hit him up around the same time.
Yeah.
Well, I was living in LA around like when it all started.
Well, so you just made the move out to LA. What were you trying to do when you made the move out, and where were you staying? What were you trying to do every day?
Shit, that was man. All right, so I moved out here with my homie from Richmond. So like as soon as I got out of school. Like I just moved out here with him with like $300 in my pocket, and like we was about to fucking be like living in a hostel for a little bit, but like the homies who picked us up from the airport, we was just talking. It was like, damn, like y'all really want to stay in this hostel? I'm like, hell nah. He was like, well, I'm gonna call my homie up, see if I can stay home for a month. I got to pay him like $400 for rent. He's like, for sure. So we ended up staying at Pasadena at a dude crib for 3 months instead of 1 month.
Yeah.
We only paid him like 1 month's of rent. Shout out to him. And then from there, like, you feel me? Just from being there for 3 months, we finally got a crib in the city around like mid-city area and shit, and just been living there. So
the whole Goth Money crew still lives together now?
No. Like we came out here on our own. I came out here like 3-4 years ago on my own. And then but Kane was already living out here, and then Marcy came after, and then
Was Marcy like a different type of influence on you guys? Because I noticed that when I was reading about all the music he's into and stuff, it was more like older hip hop stuff, maybe like a little bit more of a traditional background. Like when you linked up with him, did he already have his whole style sort of in place that you?
Yeah. He was already like hella musically inclined. Like he very musically inclined, yo.
Yeah, was he more of a producer or a rapper when you met him? Was it clear that you were going to be rapping on a lot of his beats and shit?
Yeah. Like that's how it all started from the jump, anyways.
Right.
I hopped on one of his beats and he was fucking with it. Then we started fucking with each other from that.
When you moved out to LA, like what was the lifestyle like? Like, what would you guys be trying to record every day, or were you trying to just go out there and be seen and shit?
Nah, then when I moved out here, like I was just trying to just to like. Not be in the scene, but not be in the scene. I just had to get out of my hometown because I knew like I couldn't make no moves back home. Right. And my homie Creep, he was just like, man, just come with me when I go back out there, and I went with him, and that's it, You
like the lifestyle out here better than like living in a small town?
Shit, it's both. I like it out here and back home. I be getting homesick a lot. I'm just a homebody type person, but it's cool out here too.
Is it better for?
It's mad different, you know.
Is it better for the music shit out there because you're sort of isolated? You don't have all this like out here. You got so many distractions, right?
Yeah, I mean it's hella distractions out here.
Yeah.
But I don't get distracted though. But
What-
I don't even know. I feel like back home, I make better music back home. I feel like
Right. Because you're this kind
that's
of.
my vibe.
I feel that way about a lot of stuff. Like when I go back to where I'm from, that it's
Yeah.
like you just sort of feel that way you felt when you were a kid, when you really had so much to say and shit.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, real comfortable and shit. It's just you, like
Yeah.
yeah.
What everybody wants to talk about your influences because your music is so unique and people want to know like what kind of stuff helped lead to get you to where you were at. Like what was the stuff that you would say really influenced the type of music that you make?
Shit. Started off when I was little, from like Outkast to Dub, West Coast Connection, Dub C, Ice Cube, Mac 10, to go-go music, which is some based out of DC, to like down south music. You feel me?
Boys listen to that bounce music.
Yeah, New Orleans music. Lil B.
Right.
Who else?
All that Hot Boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Turk, BG,
All that.
Right.
Wayne, Soulja.
And then also from listening to like I fuck with a whole bunch of like indie alternative punk music also too.
Right.
That got a very big influence in witch house music, Crystal Castles and shit.
Right. Were you big into
Salem.
like punk and alternative music and stuff even when you were pretty young?
Nah, I ain't get introduced to all that until I started skateboarding.
Right.
But before I started skating, like I ain't listening to none of that stuff.
Were you considered weird in your neighborhood for listening to such a wide variety of music when a lot of people were probably just on the same old shit?
Yeah, man. Me and him and shit, like boys used to get so much shit just because we were skating and shit and had like tight jeans on and shit. And everybody else was just like,
And that wasn't normal around then at that
Hell
time?
nah,
that was kind of like right
especially in
before
the
that
South.
became normal,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, because now I
exactly.
feel like everybody wants to
Yeah,
dress like a
everybody.
fucking fashionista,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was so crazy. Like we would go to like basketball games or something like that, and at my high school, the basketball, like the whole court is a big ass. It's a basketball court. We would come in that bitch, and it'll be like everybody will look at us like, damn. What are those black guys doing with skinny jeans on and Vans? And that's like you said, it was right before people started doing that. And we were like, man, we really ain't doing it. It's just a different style. We figured out, like, we don't have to be like, just because I'm my color or I do this, that, and another, that doesn't mean I can't dress like this or have a different kind of style like that. And it was just a whole big ordeal. And I think that's what kind of changed how people look at that,
Right.
that kind of person. Or
Well, it's just weird when you think about that. Like for so many years early on in hip hop, you pretty much had to be doing this like fake ass like drug dealer gangster thing to get popping at all. And it's so crazy because you just mentioned Lil B. Like Lil B, I think in a lot of ways was the one who sort of broke that all down and just showed that you could be a poppin' rapper without falling into all these old tired cliches. You know,
that stereotype of you have to look like this to be this kind of person.
Right. Were you ever making some bullshit ass music when you started? Were you talking about dumb shit and you feel kind of embarrassed looking back
exactly how
on
I
it?
started. Nah, I don't feel embarrassed on. I mean, some shit. If I ever like, what the fuck I was talking about, but also at the same time, like I know that was me, like my true self. I'm still, you feel me? I'm still in my true self, but I'm saying like I know that it was me also then too.
Right.
So like I'm not embarrassed about it, you know.
Yeah, even if you're talking about some silly shit or whatever.
Exactly. Cause that's how I even started doing this.
When you sit down in the lab to make a song or whatever, do you have like a specific mentality, or do you feel like it's just what's supposed to come out comes out?
Yeah, just what comes out supposed to come out. Feel me? Just all based off of feelings.
You be writing and freestyle and shit.
Shit. Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, both.
Because
mixed in, you feel me?
a lot of rappers they punch in. Do you do that style where you're just doing bar after bar, or do you write the whole thing? Or
I don't be doing punch-ins. I don't really want to reveal my secrets too much. Well, I don't do punch-ins, so that's it. Yeah.
Golf money is a whole nother way.
But I freestyle and write at the same time, you know.
are you guys all together as a big group when you guys are making music, or is everybody does shit solo and then brings it together afterwards?
Shit, everybody making music solo, just in their own mood, you know, powered up by themselves. Then we just all come together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anybody? So this is the next question on here. A lot of people say that they can't understand your lyrics. Is that intentional? Do you have like any kind of specific mentality behind your strange vocal strategy?
No, I low key be getting mad sometimes. He would tell me they can't understand it. Cause I can understand every word I say, but I guess probably because I'm saying it. You feel me? But I also feel where they're coming from too. And I'm sorry to everybody who can't understand it. You feel me?
It's a slang. It's slang talk from where we be.
Oh yeah,
it's
most of it's slang talk too.
It's not even that you can't really hear. It's just like we say certain words and then we say slang and then we stretch that slang out to make it like you can say rude boy in Jamaican, but the way they gonna say rude boy, you're not gonna really understand it unless you. You know what I'm saying?
You got a lot of like reoccurring themes, reoccurring nouns that you bring up, like the flip phones. Everybody wants to know about the flip phone, like if you really are enthusiastically using a flip phone. I noticed that your texts were coming up green, so.
All right. The flip phone life. I don't got a flip phone. I still got my phone, but I upgraded back up to the iPhone 4. But but like exactly. But I had a flip phone for like 2-3 years, like from like 2013 up to like 2015 right now. Yeah. So I was on my flip phone. I had a Verizon flip phone at first, $35 a month jump, and then I upgraded the Virgin Mobile flip phone.
Was it just an issue of money? The fact that you didn't have you couldn't afford a nice phone at the time.
What happened was at first I was on my mama plan. You feel me? But then the joint ran up and like she was just like, you gotta get your own phone now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like no more, So I was like, damn, like I really can't afford to have like an iPhone and shit right now because I won't really get no money.
Right.
So I was, I'm gonna just get a flip phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever have a job as a kid?
Yeah, I worked like 3 jobs, but the longest I would work was like 6 months. That was my first job I had.
What was that?
I worked at McDonald's.
Ooh,
you feel me?
how was that?
I had to do that. Man, only reason why I got that job is because I had got like a ticket, and my mama, she was like, she ain't paying for it. I gotta pay for myself and shit. So I was like, I'm gonna just do this and get this money real quick. And I ended up staying there longer than what I expected. Like,
can you still eat McDonald's? Like even though you were you work there, do you like see behind the veil and you just
every
you can't
time
fuck
when
with
I
anymore?
I still eat McDonald's, but every time when I go in that joint, I just get like a bad flashback because it smell. Every McDonald's smell the same. I be like, damn, I feel like I'm about to go and work.
Exactly. Yeah. It brings
like,
back that horrible memory.
Yeah.
That's why I hate when people have their ringtone the same as my alarm on my phone because my alarm just pisses me off. Like fuck, I got to back to the real world.
Yeah, no, I hate alarms, man.
There's a lot of weird. That's like it's Pavlovian is the word they used to describe it because they used to have these dogs that they would train with the fucking bell whenever they would give it food, and then they would ring the bell and the dog wants the food.
Damn, that's
kind of like that,
I didn't even know.
Yeah, that's how it goes, I guess.
Crazy.
Can you tell me how to get on EBT? What do I need to know about this?
Shit.
Don't have nothing. Don't have anything. You gotta say you don't have nothing.
I'm trying to figure out if I can say it without getting in trouble.
Hell no. You think that out in Virginia they're gonna watch this? No.
I mean, no, I ain't get EBT until I came to LA.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, LA definitely ain't watching it either. Well, the cops,
Oh, I'm gonna just go in there and just like.
Yeah. What do they do though? Do they try to like look it up and like figure out
they just
like
ask what,
eventually
they
they gonna eventually like they gonna find out, but
not
like,
necessarily though because you're kind of in a cash business. Like you get paid for a show. I'm not saying that you're evading your taxes or anything,
time,
but
like because like like your security,
right.
Social security numbers in there and shit. And so like if you got a card, a debit card. Or anything, you feel me?
Right, they could find out about your balance and shit.
Yeah, like transactions start coming or something. Yeah.
What's the best shit that you can buy on EBT though? Because you can use it at the KFC. I noticed. Yeah,
man.
That's crazy.
Wingstop.
Yeah, exactly.
Wingstop, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's lit.
All
That's
the fast food.
legit.
I used to be cashing out on hella at Pollo Loco and on Subway a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish McDonald's accepted the EBT, but
right.
they on some other shit, trying to act too bougie. But
yeah, would you consider the EBT a jug of sorts?
Yeah, definitely a jug. Yeah,
definitely.
That's get it how you live, jug.
It is a jug.
If you were going back to your girl and you had just gotten some food out or your EBT card, and she was like, "What were you doing?" And you're like, "Oh, I just hit a lick." Would you be telling the truth or would you be exaggerating?
You'd be selling it too.
Yeah,
and that's I've seen a lot of people hustling that. Yeah.
Yeah, my homie I moved out here with, with, like he used to be selling his junk.
Yeah.
And keep it half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can take it to 7-Eleven and shit too. That's probably the most legit one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So can we talk about you briefly appearing on the Source website and then immediately getting kicked off the Source website for some reason?
Fuck the Source, you feel me?
Fuck the Source for real. That used to be.
Yeah, fuck,
I don't
used
even
to fuck with them back in the day when I
Yeah,
was little.
they were the
Yeah.
most respected hip hop publication
was.
until maybe the early 2000s, and then it just really fell apart.
I
Yeah.
don't know what happened, but fuck them.
Somebody was supposed to do an article about you in there, and it showed up very briefly.
Yeah, she was a hot second. Shout out, you feel me, Zach. You feel me? He did a write up for us because he fuck with us super hard. So he was like the intern for him. He did a little write up for him, and I guess like once he put it up, I guess like the head dude or somebody seen it, and he got mad and started cussing him out and like writing him hella paragraphs on like talking about like what is this dumb shit, some blah 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 whatever, just talking shit on this.
So was that a bummer for your fans or for you at all? Who the fuck cares about being on the
Yeah,
Source
yeah,
website?
Exactly.
And who is this guy? Who the fuck is he to fucking?
That's what I'm saying. And then like, but it's fucked up because like, man, like they had posted that joint on Twitter for a hot second, and like that shit had got like way more favorites and retweets than this shit that they had posted up about Nicki Minaj and some other people. I'm like, yo, y'all tweaking right now.
Well, they really like so married to the idea of the
Yeah.
fact that they're just only gonna cover the biggest stars. It's
Yeah,
like,
that shit wild.
yo, newsflash: the biggest stars don't give a fuck about you because the Source doesn't matter anymore. You should be fucking with the young guns if you want to get any
Thank
heat
you.
going. You know?
Exactly, yo, for real.
You really smoke mid?
Yeah, I smoke mid. Yo.
How do you like?
I smoke mid and loud.
So would you would turn away loud, or is mid its own thing?
Man, both. Like I smoke mid just because like boys got loud around the way too, but also it's still hella mid around the way too where you come from.
On the East Coast, it's not just all loud all the time like it is in LA, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like, I just embrace it. You feel me? Because I feel like it's very slept on. Like some people be acting like that they ain't even like. That's what everybody started smoking was mid. So I'm just like, I gotta embrace it.
But that's what's crazy now is there's kids who will never experience mid. They'll always be high as fuck from day one.
Exactly, yeah.
But I read an article on Vice where there was a lady talking about how she really enjoys smoking bad weed because it reminds her of being young in the 70s and how the shit is too strong. She's like, I actually like smoking a joint, but if I'm smoking the craziest weed, I can't smoke the whole joint. I got to hit like 1-2 times. So she was like, I like the bad weed because I can really smoke and I don't get crazy scary high, which I guess I'm used to being crazy scary high. Yeah.
But it's low key weird because like for me it's like when I smoke mid, like that shit get me super high, but it's like the mid, like the high of that is like more paranoia feeling than like smoking like medical loud weed. Like out here I could just smoke and still be functioning and like not tweaking. But if I smoke mid and just get high of that shit, I just be tweaking.
If you smoke that East Coast loud, that shit
it's just dirty.
You just go to bed on that shit. If you smoke that East Coast mid, you're going to get real high, get real lazy, and you be like, nah, I don't want to do nothing. But it's enjoyable, so I understand where she was coming from.
Is there a different type of music that you make when you're off the mid?
Man, for real, I don't record music when I'm high.
Oh, really? So you're sober recording?
Oh, yeah, all my shit
That's
sober,
interesting.
bro.
Because a lot of rappers, I think they like quickly get into the mentality of like every time they go to record or anything, it's like time to just get fucked up.
Yeah.
And I don't always know if I think that that's the best idea, you know?
No, I can't do that because, like, man, like when I'm high and shit and trying to make music, like I can't think straight.
Right.
Feel me? My head just be like.
You talking about paranoia? That's like I think that a lot of it's not good to be paranoid when you're making music because you start to get too self-conscious. You start to overthink the shit you're trying to say.
No,
I think you be
I don't do like
clouded.
that, but I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I feel you. Yeah.
A lot of people in rap these days are really into other drugs. There's a lot of lean going on. A lot of people popping pills. You mess around with that at all? I heard you just smoke weed.
Yeah. I just smoke weed. Feel me? I might take a little sip of the lean if can you pass it to me. You feel me? But other than that, man, I just smoke weed, bro.
Yeah. You want to warn the kids out there about drugs? Do you think that it's a bad influence?
Should do what you do, man. Just you feel me. Just be cautious and just be responsible. You feel me?
Yeah,
that's all it is, man. Just be responsible, yo.
Hell yeah!
Real.
Don't let that shit cloud your mind. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here doing this, that, and another, and make you feel good, but you don't be thinking about what that shit doing to your body. You know what I'm saying? everybody in the golf look at their body as temples. You know what I mean?
Right.
If your mind don't move right and your heart don't move right, you're not gonna move right. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, like
That's
if-
the main focus.
Yeah, man. If you're doing hella drugs, man, just make sure that you at least is eating healthy shit or drinking a lot of water or
Right.
something. Keep
Moderate.
your body healthy. Yeah, keep that shit balanced. You know.
You know, I always tell kids, just be scared of it. Like, you need to be scared of drugs because, you know, I
Yeah.
understand that you're going to try them and everything, but just don't get into the mentality of like,
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah,
was fun to do
mentality,
one
yeah.
time, I'm going to do it all the time.
Yeah,
It's like, you
real talk,
can't,
yeah.
you can't be thinking like that, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's see what else here. Anybody notable ever steal your flip phone swag? Like anybody that you ever seen? Do you feel like you originated that? I think Beyonce and Jay-Z have been cited with flip phones.
I don't even know, man. But not that I know of.
I know it, but I'm not gonna say.
Who else?
I don't,
Have you feel like you gotten your swag jacked on other things as well, though? Because like rappers tend to do that. That's a very common thing.
Yeah, I do. But I don't really want to talk on it because, like, I do feel that way also at the same time. Like, when I really think about it, I'm like, that they just, like, influenced. But one thing that I don't fuck with is, like, when somebody do it and they don't pay homage, you feel me?
Right.
Or at least just give a shout out or something. Just one time at least, you feel me?
The weird thing too is when
Like,
mainstream
shit,
rappers jacking shit from the underground, which
That's what
that
I'm
happens
saying.
all the
Yeah,
time.
like
That's what I'm saying. I'm
It's
like,
not a big deal to me, you know what I'm saying? But I've been seeing, like, lately, I don't know where it came from. Anybody could have made it. I mean, we're not the first people to make anything up. But I know recently we started being like, shit, this is Taliban gang, Taliban world, you know what I'm saying? And then I seen a post from Drake when it's just like Taliban world or like Taliban. I'm like, yo.
Or just the whole goth shit.
God. Like,
Were you guys
I
using the
was-
term goth before Goth Money Records? Like,
Yeah.
as a little joking around way to describe
How
the
that
way-
shit, yeah, man, how that shit even came about is like, you feel me? Because like on some like stereotypical shit, like you know how like back, you know, like when you in school and shit, or just in like general, like nobody fuck with the golf kids. You
Yeah,
feel me?
it's a
Like,
big
they
word in
always,
high
like-
school.
Yeah, exactly. You feel
Yeah.
like nobody fuck with them, and like but they always like clicked up like in the corner somewhere, like just with their own
They were
homies. You feel me?
squad.
Like
Right.
that's how we were coming up, cause like nobody like. People respected us, but they weren't really fucking with us because we was just like we was just on some other shit just too early. You feel
Right.
me? And
In your
it was
own
like-
world.
Yeah, so it was
Right.
like
So then,
keep them over there.
how did the actual name Goth Money Records come out? And was it always the Cash Money logo or the
No, yeah, it was
No Limit logo?
it was always a logo, just cause you feel me? Like I really look up to him. You feel me? And the whole New Orleans, you feel me, scene and shit, I'm real deep into it, and like I just always been influenced by him. So most of my artwork is influenced by him too.
Who's your favorite hot boy?
Probably Juvenile.
Right.
Say Juvenile or Birdman, yo. Birdman's always one of my favorites, yo.
You really fuck with Birdman. Birdman
Yeah,
gets a bad rap. A lot of people
Yeah, he
feel like
do,
it's
yeah.
free reign to talk shit on the Birdman. It's
and
not
that's
true.
how always been, man. But I always fuck with Birdman since I was the hardest, low key. Him and Juvenile. I used to fuck with Lil Wayne when he was a little teenager too.
Yeah.
Just cause yeah.
I liked Lil Wayne before Lil Wayne was good, which is kind of like the thing that I always think about. Like
Yeah, I know what
I
you-
found The Block Is Hot, like the CD. I found it when I was in
had that
8th grade.
joint,
Yeah. And that shit was hard as hell to me at the time. But when I think about it now, it's like that Lil Wayne was not going to be a superstar. It was like a few
know what
years
you-
later,
yeah,
evolution.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yup.
What else we got here? What's your relationship with Selena Gomez like?
Shit, man, that's my boo.
That's your crush?
Yeah, my boo. You know, supposed to be having lunch with her tomorrow, but
Really?
hopefully she don't flake on me again.
Damn, that's very exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I just remember I want to mention is that Birdman's original rap name was B32.
Exactly, B32. Shout out,
Yeah, and he told everybody that it was because he had 32 gold teeth in his mouth, but it was actually because B32 is like the vitamin that they'd be cutting the coke up with.
Oh,
So I heard somebody tell this story on a podcast the other day.
That's fucking hard.
I was like, that's dope.
It's undetectable.
Right,
Shit.
and even at the time,
Yeah.
like Birdman, like now, if that was the reason for his name, he would just talk about it. But at the
Yeah.
time, it was like kind of low key. Like he was probably still selling coke at the time.
Exactly,
So
like them boys. Like they had a song called "Need a Bag of Dope." Just hold on, just talking about just snorting dope.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
boy, you know.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of fucking crazy drug references in their early shit, and like,
Yup.
and especially because BG was all strung out.
Yeah.
Fucking, he was
Yeah,
fucked
that's
up off
BG.
of
That's
coke.
my
Yeah.
favorite rapper.
You love BG?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
my favorite rapper.
Me too. And it was weird for me as a kid to realize that he was a heroin addict.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
man, that's
very,
fucked up.
He's
Like,
very on it.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at now. Is he? He's not in jail
Oh
now. Is he?
man. Free BG.
Is he in jail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Turk gets out, he goes
Free
right
murder
in.
too. Yeah. Turk out.
crazy.
Shout out Turk too.
Yeah, Turk's hard
I
as
have
hell.
respect for all of them.
Yeah, you know they all got on that Bankroll Fresh song, the
yeah,
Hot
yeah,
Boy song. That was
yeah,
dope
you
because I
talking
love
about-
that song.
Yeah.
And when I
Yeah.
realized that Wayne and them were on it, I'm like, that's so perfect.
Exactly. It was only right.
Yeah. What was the word? Oh no, we already covered the goth shit. Can we talk about the artists that you've worked with and who you could see yourself working with in the future that you think would be somebody that you could you think you'd make beautiful music with?
I work with I work with Perk and Chris and Xavier and Golf Money. You feel me?
Malari.
Yeah, shout out Polari. You feel me? My broad Atlanta.
Right.
Who
Who do you think you'd vibe well with in the
people.
studio though, in terms of like a bigger name or somebody that people would be more familiar with?
You said who would I vibe
Yeah,
with?
who
or
you think
did
you
I-
would work well with together
Oh.
with, or who you'd be excited to work with?
That I haven't already worked with, or
That you
I
haven't worked
did?
with yet,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't even know, honestly, man. For real.
Yeah.
Now some cliche shit, but Lil B, you feel me?
Right.
Just because like I feel like that he just keep it raw.
You ever have a conversation with him?
Nah, but I met him one time before though, a while ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like
we had a show in Maryland.
I feel like you could be like one of like Little B's like weird Twitter crushes. I feel like he would have a real thing for your music if he understood what was going on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he feel me. He know what's going on. Like
Yeah,
he like a
secretly clued in. Right?
Yeah, he like a real like internet alert.
You know that you're the reason I had to go and Google Stevie J.
For real.
That's how bad my love and hip hop
That's
knowledge
crazy.
is. I had to go
Yeah.
Google it because I'm like, what is he talking about? What are these sound effects in the fucking song?
I'm glad
Yeah.
you did that. Yeah. I feel like most people like wouldn't even know it, like if they had watched it or something.
Right.
But yeah, that shit funny as hell.
Love and hip hop a big influence on your music.
Nah, only that one song. It's cause like I don't even usually like watch shit like that. You feel me? Like
Right.
fucking reality TV shows and shit like that. But like that shit, like it was just like so like corny that it was just funny to me, and I got too like interested into it, and I was just watching that shit like every time it came out, and I was like, damn, I'm about to make a song about them too.
Well, it's a good like reference point to have. You know, if you
Yeah.
know about hip hop. You know, you want to be in the hip hop scene. You got to watch Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like I'm kind of lost. You know, I had to go and Google it.
I
Right.
want there to be a Love and Hip Hop underground.
Yeah,
Right.
that's exactly that's gonna happen. That shit gonna happen.
Imagine that, or like Love and Hip Hop
Game
Trap Edition, and it's like Fredo
Yeah.
Santana in the
Exactly.
kitchen. Like you walk in
Yeah.
the show him like cooking up, and like they could
Exactly.
stage everything, but it would be really good TV.
That should be hard. They need to if they was
Shit'd be
really
too
smart.
Crazy.
For real, man.
Love and trap hip hop.
Yeah,
Love and trap.
Love and
music.
trap.
Love and trap. Yeah.
Love and trap house.
Shit. So what's you got any projects coming out soon that we need to know about? What's the trajectory?
I got 3 on. I got one is my own joint on Soldier Lil Wario World. And I got a joint coming out with Filthy called Shitty Sick Boy. And then I got some tape coming out with DJ Ken.
Uh-huh.
No name for that yet.
Today.
Oh,
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
We dropped
and we
that.
dropped the
We
Golf
dropped
Money
it.
Trillionaires today.
The album.
Yeah,
It's
the
on
whole album.
iTunes and everything.
Okay,
My
I'm
first
on that.
album with
BreakWorldRecords.com.
Yeah.
Go get that junk. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
What's the best song that I should play on the podcast?
Shit. Well, probably is
Movie.
movie. Yeah.
Okay.
We just
yeah.
know that video is gonna drop soon, very soon too. So
Yeah, that shit hard.
you gotta look out for that because that junk crazy. Like,
That's what's up. What about Filthy? Who is that? Because I
Shout
fuck
out
with his
Filthy.
He's a
music.
producer
Yeah.
from Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Philly?
Mhm.
How'd you start working with him?
Shit. Just back in the day, just like I don't know, he just like he had hit me up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel accomplished? Like, do you consider yourself successful yet, or what do you think you're gonna have to do before you really feel like you've done enough to be considered successful?
When shit, I don't even really know, man.
You think about
Honestly,
stuff like
bro.
that, or am I thinking way too
Kinda.
far ahead for you?
Well, I don't know, cause how I view things with me is like I don't even really like care about like to even be like that really on or like, you know, like I just want to get to the point where like I can just I just want to influence everybody in a positive way and just like teach people and also teach the younger generation and guide them in the right direction. You feel me?
So would you rather be somebody like Lil B who has that crazy respect rather than being somebody that's just like commercially successful?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't really care about all that limelight shit. I mean, it's cool, but I don't really care too much about it. Like, I could be low key and just doing my thing and getting guap and just, inspiring people.
Do you feel like you view music as more of an art or a business? Like, are you even capable of thinking about it in the business sense, really?
I mean, yeah, like you low key got to, like, like the farther you get, you low key got to, because like that is like your job at the end of the day, because but also like it is my art. You feel me? So it's both. Look at it both ways.
Hell
yeah.
Yeah. Is there anybody in your life that you want to impress? Like, is your parents or anybody else in your life that somebody that you want to just show them that you did it?
Yeah, my mama and my daddy.
Right.
You feel me? I just want to just make them happy.
Do they have any clue about what you accomplished so far? Do you think they understand?
Yeah, they understand. My mom, both of them very supportive.
Right.
My mama, she had text me. Well, like she be watching all my videos and stuff.
Right.
And she just be rocking with me.
She ever have any funny reactions to your videos? Anything that she like didn't understand that you got going on in there?
Nah. But one time, like for the Red Teardrop Golf Crib video, Hunnit had the tool in it, the gun.
Oh, okay.
So around that time, like I had like just got like a manager and shit, whatever, So like she was like, I like the video, but actually manager, like if it's good to have a gun in there. I was like, that don't matter.
Yeah, in the rap world, is strangely, Mom, this is kind of a thing,
This is a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing that sometimes is in rap videos, Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's dope, though.
But that's it. Just them two, yo, for real.
Ned, you got anything burning in your head that you want to ask Kray before we wrap this up?
No, but they did make one of like the best underground slaps. Like every time you played Depressed Oceans at like
that shit very OG.
That I think that's one of the songs that actually
hella old too.
Help everybody get on, because like I don't know, we made that song and then we were like, man, we're gonna shoot this video right now. We made it, edited it, start shooting shots that same like maybe hour and a half after that, and my bro that was helping us, shout out Joey, you know what I'm saying, he was like, man, we about to make this joint go up. We shot a little 30-second snippet, some shit of retweets, some shit of likes, you know what I'm saying,
right?
And then I don't know how we put that out like 2 days later.
Yeah, 2 days later.
That shit, like we were popping what we weren't popping like that, and then that video went to like 7,000.
Right.
And that was just like early on.
Do you know when you make a song that it's gonna pop off? Like, do you know right away when you hear it after you're done or whatever? Like, oh, this is gonna do numbers on SoundCloud and shit.
Only on some of, I mean, like damn near, almost damn near, like all my songs, like I feel like that they should, but I know that they not. But only a very few, like I know for sure that from somebody else's perspective.
Right.
You feel me? So yeah, like Fletcher and Gotta Love, like I was sending that shit for goddamn 5 months. And I'm like, I know like this shit is gonna just twerk, and like it did.
Are the choruses just always how they come out, or do you put actual effort into making the shit a catchy chorus or anything? Because you got some choruses that are just they're stuck in your head forever.
Yeah. People tell me that shit, but no, it just come out, man. Yeah.
That's what's up. If you had to go play like a little show right now, and they told you can only do like 5 songs, what would it be? The 5 songs that you think would get the crowd the most lit out here in LA?
Shit. Man.
And this will also be this is what everybody needs at home if they don't really know. This is what they got to listen to.
Plug Talk.
Yeah, I know Plug Talk for sure. Plug Talk. Depressed Oceans. What else? Probably. What's that shit called? There's some shit with Filthy. Thing Lil Earnhardt.
Right, yeah.
I don't even know, man, because like hella people, they be fucking with my old shit too a lot.
Right.
Like from like my first album.
You ever listen to the Smiths?
Man, I fuck with them, but only fuck with like one song mainly from them. And like that's you feel me, that Charming Man shit.
I felt like when I heard that song, was it Friday Nights with you and
with me and Blade.
Yeah, I felt like you sounded like Morrissey on that
For
from the
real?
Smiths. Yeah,
That's crazy.
I was listening to that and I was just like, man, this is like old soulful fucking Morrissey Kray. This is a different Kray we got right here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more into that side too. You know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm pretty satisfied with this interview. How you feeling, Ned? Anything else we need to talk about here?
Very rare shit. I'm just keep rapping over my beats.
Alright, shout out Ned, yo, coming with the beats.
Come through with the Uber and Ned will have you going places.
Exactly.
I be selling beats for Ubers. I be trapping.
Hey,
Gotta do it. Gotta get it how you live.
All right, so this is going to come out after the show that's going down Saturday, but obviously that shit's going to be popping.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, Black Kray, thank you very much for coming through and representing on No Jumper.
Thank you too, man.
Anybody that you need to thank out there? Any shout-outs you want to send?
Yeah, man. Shout out and thank everybody whoever shows support and the people in the future who gonna show support. You feel me? Shout out to my mom, my dad, all my family. You feel me? Both sides of the family. You feel me?
Selena.
Shout out Selena Gomez, like Selena Gomez. Shout out Sasha Go Hard. That's another one of my crushes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sasha Go Hard.
I'm more of a Katie Got Bands guy myself.
Okay.
But,
Hey.
double date?
Yeah, double date coming up. Nah,
Yeah.
the whole golf money. You feel me? The whole Virginia, the whole everywhere.
Everywhere. Shout out international.
Hey, is
International.
Sasha Go Hard's your rapper crush, or is there anybody else we should know about? She's attainable, maybe.
Yeah, that's
I wish.
just them two, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
Oh, and shout out my boy Calvin Polari, you feel me, from Atlanta.
Hey,
My boy, you know.
all right.
Everybody else who I work with, you feel me?
Facts.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Kray. And for anybody at home watching, this has been No Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world, Ned.
True.
And you can check us out on YouTube. We got the video version, and then we're also on SoundCloud and iTunes. And if you want, you can follow nojumper.com on Twitter, all spelled out. And
Exactly.
thank you very much to my man, Ned Arb, and Black Kray coming through. The whole Goth Money clique. Saturday is going to be lit.
God, it's your boy 100 and I'm out here.
Flexico.
Yeah.
Thanks to Phil for filming, too.